up, everybody? So I am currently in the car beginning the first leg of my journey to West Texas. The drive in total is going to take me about 18 hours. I am by myself, so this is going to be really interesting. It might create some interesting vlog ideas, but today I'm doing 10 hours. I'm going to try to do 10 hours today, and then tomorrow I'm going to try to shoot for the edge of West Texas and spend tomorrow night herping in West Texas. Tonight I may or may not herp depending on what time I get to where I'm planning on spending the night. I'm trying to get out towards Houston a little bit. I'm going to be taking Interstate 10 all the way across the southeastern United States and across Texas too. So I will check in with you guys if something eventful happens. It's hour 2. I'm gassing up in Alabama. Now that I'm leaving the great state of Mississippi with a cracked windshield, thanks. We're about to cross into Louisiana. What is up, guys? If it looks like I'm tired, it's because I am exhausted. Oh my goodness. I just drove almost 11 hours straight by myself. I'm at the rest area I'm going to be sleeping at tonight. Got some Whataburger now that I'm in Texas officially. And tomorrow I'm going to finish off the drive to West Texas. So I will see you guys tomorrow. And hopefully the next part of the video will have some snakes in it. Starting my morning with Houston traffic. I wonder if my windshield crack will make it across my windscreen before I make it across Texas. Only time will tell. It's getting close, definitely about 1/4 of the way there, so we'll see. I am officially almost through San Antonio. I've only got about 2 hours of driving left ahead of me before I am officially in West Texas. Tonight I am planning to stop and actually herp around Langtree. I'm meeting Steven, my buddy Steven. He's in some of my old videos. Steven Fallick, you know. But yeah, we're gonna herp. We're gonna try to turn up some gray banded king snakes, hopefully. The big reason I'm coming out here to West Texas is to look for these awesome snakes, and hopefully over the summer I'll get to show you guys and teach you guys a lot about these awesome reptiles that and among the other awesome reptiles that live here in West Texas. This drive has been something else. It hasn't been as bad as I was expecting it to be, but there's just been a lot of stressful stuff happening, like my windshield cracking, and it's just, oh my god, it takes a toll on me. I'm glad I'm gonna be out here for a couple of months rather than a couple of weeks, because if I was gonna be here for like a week and I had to turn around and drive home, I don't know if I could survive. I'd say screw it and live out here again. But thankfully, I'll be here until about mid-August, hopefully. Oh yeah, that's that good stuff. We are getting there. And my crack is also getting there, as you can see. It's probably about 1/3 of the way across my entire windshield. Unfortunately for the crack, I am now about 3/4 of the way across the entire state of Texas. So the crack's probably going to lose unless something horrible happens in the next 100 miles. There's the Pecos River. The famous Pecos High Bridge. Pecos River is where the Trans-Pecos region of West Texas gets its name, translating to across the Pecos River. And look at these rock cuts. These are really good rock cuts for alternate right here already. We're going a little bit further west to a little dinky town known as Langtree. And that's where I'm going to be hunting tonight. I found Steven. What are we going to find tonight?
Alternative.
And him. We're waiting for it to get dark. These guys are already crawling. Tarantula. We're still waiting for it to get dark. Hey, our first sign of herp life in West Texas now that it's starting to get dark. There's a canyon lizard right there, Scoloporus merriami. But it's getting to be that time, so we're out here shining. And I will check in when things start happening, hopefully. So these giant semis flying by is it's part of the name of the game out here in a lot of places. You just have to get used to giant trucks flying by at 90 miles an hour, a couple of feet from your back. A nice millipede. So, if you're not familiar with West Texas herping, Steven's over there. Basically, the gist is, you know, you can herp any way you can herp anywhere else, but the thing that makes West Texas special, and a lot of people do it, is you shine these rock cuts that are created when the roadway is built, and it cuts through the habitat, exposing the face of the rock and the underside, or I guess the underground world, basically gets exposed when they create the roadway. So you see snakes coming in and out of all these cracks and fissures in this rock. And you walk, basically, what you do when you're looking for gray banded king snakes at least, is you pick one area and you just walk back and forth on that all night long. And it's exhausting, it's tedious. A lot of times it sucks, but when it works, it's amazing. There's nothing better than seeing a freaking gray banded king snake stretched out on this rock. And hopefully I'll get to show that to you guys this summer. But for now, I'm just gonna do my best to see what I can turn up tonight. Weather's pretty good, but there's a big moon, as you can see right there, and that's generally considered a bad thing out here. But I'm gonna stay at it. We're gonna do this pretty much all night, and hopefully we'll turn some stuff up. Alright guys, it is about 9:45. I have still yet to see a snake. Don't think Steven's seen anything yet either. He hasn't hollered at me. But yeah, slow start. Happens like that a lot though. A lot of times they really make you work to see any snakes out here. Sometimes it's really easy. You just It's a big animal up there. Don't know what it is, but it's making a lot of noise. Oh, just one of the many fun things about walking around at night by yourself in the desert. I'm not by myself. Steven's down there, but I mean, he's like half a mile away. And Mexico's about half a mile that direction, so super safe thing to do. Check this creature out. Looks like an alien. These things can give you a pretty nasty bite, so you have to be careful with them. Now he's getting defensive with me. Look at that. Look at those teeth. Oh my goodness. I'll leave this guy alone. Keep looking for snakes. Alright guys, we moved location slightly because of the general unproductiveness of where we were earlier. Here's a little vinegaroon. It's a type of invertebrate that's pretty common out here. He's hiding though, so you're not going to get a good look at him. I'll see plenty more while I'm out here though. Alright guys, our first snake of the night finally What time is it? It's like 2 in the morning right now, and we finally just found this Great Plains rat snake crossing the road. These guys are very similar to the corn snakes we have in Georgia. Check this guy out. Definitely not as vibrant, but still got some pretty coloration. We're gonna get this guy out of the road and keep moving. Our second snake of the night, the ever-present western diamondback rattlesnake. Unlike the eastern diamondback rattlesnakes back home, these guys seem to be just about everywhere out here in West Texas. And they like to cross the road at just about any time of the day too, so it's never a surprise when one of these guys shows up. We're gonna get him out of the road and keep moving. Seems like road cruising's working pretty well tonight though. Hey, third snake of the night. A big, pretty Trans-Pecos rat snake. Holy crap, this thing's beautiful. Look at that fade. Starts with this nice yellow coloration up front and just goes into this really pale white color down at the end. That's a beautiful snake. Get some pictures real quick and get this guy out of the road.
As blonde as you can be without actually being blonde.
Yeah, this thing's awesome. This guy is still just chilling here in the road, letting us take pictures. Look at those beautiful, big, silvery bug eyes. These guys are really, really cool. Definitely one of the coolest snakes we have out here in West Texas. And it's great to get to see one on my first night back, especially in this area. This is not a... We're not in Langtree anymore. We're in a different area, but this is a pretty uncommon area to see these snakes, I think. So I am very satisfied. So no.
True.
Here's another look at this guy. You can see how big he is. These are pretty large rat snakes. Generally, they seem to be a little bit smaller on average as adults than the eastern rat snakes back home, but still pretty big snakes. Oh, we're gonna take some pictures of this guy and let him go. Keep on moving. Look at that. Oof. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. We're gonna shine this cut with the storm pressure coming in, and hopefully we're gonna see something. What is up, guys? We are in Alpine right now. We're about to head out for our second night of West Texas herping for the summer. We are going to the southern Big Bend region tonight to do some road cruising. Targets tonight are the usual. We're still looking for gray banded king snakes. The area we're going tonight has lyre snakes, and those are pretty cool. It's the last snake I haven't seen in West Texas before, so that would be awesome. But I will check in with you guys when we get where we're going. All right, we're gassing up here now, but I wanted to clarify a few things. So in Texas, it's technically illegal to road cruise. You're not allowed to catch snakes or move snakes off the road by law. But we are under scientific collection permit. All of the snakes we find that are dead get deposited into a museum collection, and all of the snakes that are live get data taken on them that's eventually going to be published. So we are actually contributing to the greater scientific good with these road cruising surveys here in Texas. And a lot of the places we'll be cruising are designated survey roads that we predetermined and have standardized for the sake of our research that we're working on. So we're on our way to where we're herping tonight, and I figured I'd do an update on my lovely window crack. That's right, it's more than halfway across my window. Or window. What am I talking about? Windshield crack is more than halfway across my windshield now, which is pretty impressive. I think all that road cruising last night kind of accelerated its growth, but you know, what can you do? That's a proper monsoon going on over there. There's a mountain behind all that. I think you can actually see the Chisos in the national park from here. Maybe not. Maybe we're not far enough south. Either way, there's mountains over there behind all that rain. There's plenty of these guys out crawling around. It usually means it's a pretty good moisture. Oh, he's not happy. Usually these guys are pretty docile. You can almost always just walk up and let them crawl under your hand. I guess I poked him in the wrong place though, but let's get out of the road. So along with not being able to road, one of the weird things that you have to do if you're herping in West Texas is you have to wear these construction vests. It's actually a pretty reasonable law because in a lot of these areas, the speed limit on this road here is 75 miles per hour. Say you're out shining a cut right here. There's not one, but pretend there is one. And there's cars coming by you at 70 miles an hour. you're going to want them to be able to see you. And it's overall, it's not a terrible law. So I don't complain about it. It can be annoying sometimes, but it's for the best interest of everybody. Javelinas. They're just hanging out in the middle of the road like dinguses. Anyways, if you're ever wondering what herping the southern Big Bend region of Texas is like, it's nice and dark outside now, and the temperature is still 94 degrees. So, it's too hot to herp, and it's nighttime. Well, it is now 10:45 at night, and the air temperature is still 92 degrees. It was 94 still a second ago, just a little further back up the road. So it's time for another strategical reassessment. Generally, these are not the best idea out here, because a lot of times you want to grind where you end up for the night, but this is just brutal. So we're heading to a slightly different area not too far away, and hopefully it'll be productive. At long last, we found a herp. Look, this is a little small adult, sub-adult Texas banded gecko, if he'll ever sit still. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. Guys are some of my favorite herps we have out here in West Texas. There's two species of banded gecko we have down here. The more common Texas banded gecko, which is what this guy is, and the reticulated banded gecko. The reticulated banded geckos are like 3 to 5 times as big as this guy. They're almost leopard gecko size. Gotta love these little guys too. I'm trying to get this guy to let me get a better look at him. This is a pretty small one. They get a little bit bigger than this. Usually these guys are a pretty common find here, so we are going to get him off the road and keep herping. Alright guys, it is getting late and we have not seen a single live snake tonight. Point in fact, we've only seen one dead snake. And it was another Trans-Pecos rat snake. It had been hit by a car, but we're probably about to call it a night here. Unfortunately, it's been a really slow first 2 nights in Texas. It's probably going to be a pretty slow video all around, but I'm hopefully going to have plenty of time to be cranking out videos almost daily. So if this video is a little slow, I apologize, but stay tuned for the next installment of West Texas Herping Vlogs.